Many today have observed that religion is a man-made construct, and they're right, but they're also wrong. Some religion is a man-made construct. Other religion is of God. Think about it. Because it's the same way in business. It's the same way in marriage. It's the same way in just about any endeavor or institution. Let's take marriage, for instance. There are marriages which are of God. They began with God. They were inspired of God. The two partners sought God to know that their union was in keeping with that one Spirit, what we have called the Holy Spirit, which upholds and sustains all that is right and in keeping with the divine order, which makes all things not only work, but be beautiful. They did not begin their marriage on a whim or a fancy. They knew before they began that it was not only their will, but the will of God. This makes their marriage a sacred thing, this makes their marriage a divinely inspired institution. God is in it. God not only ordained the institution itself, but it ordained that particular union. It is of God. And then, as the relationship progresses, wherein the partners seek the guidance of God, the direction, the strength of God within their union, it continues to be of God to the degree that they have faith in God, to the degree that they let His guidance prevail. It's the same with business. There are some businesses which are of God. They begin with divine inspiration. Revelation, you might call it. It's a thing that the person must do, and there is a higher purpose. It is not solely for the sake of making money, though money may be involved. In this instance, it becomes more than a business. It is now a vocation, a calling, a mission. These businesses are of God, and to the degree that that business continues to listen to the divine whisperings that flow from the benevolent, unseen place, that business will continue to be of God. But to the degree that that business seeks to, or rather to the degree that that business forgets God, does not seek the counsel of God, does not listen to that quiet voice, to that degree it will be not of God. To the degree that it panders to its own lust for success or to the whims of a fickle market, it will lose its way. It will become of the world. it will stop being of God. Which brings us full circle to religion. There are religions, movements, which in their infancy began with a flash of light, an inspiration, perhaps a revelation, a vision, a dream, a communication from the divine source. Such religions are of God, and to the degree that they continue to be within that holy will and intent, to the degree that they stay true to the truth that was at their founding and which continues to speak out of the unseen place. To that degree they will continue to be of God, and not merely a construct of mankind. But to that degree that they pander to the whims of the worldly, to that degree that they make concessions with the world for the sake of popularity and ease, and of course to that degree that corruption enters in, and the will of the flesh, ambition and corruption in high places. To that degree they will be of men and of the world. But this also shows that all of these institutions, these movements, can be partly of God and partly of the world. And how do we know? By that same Spirit which brings all good things. Be careful not to call or to say that the things of God are merely of the world, that the things of God are the things of men. Be careful not to say that the things of God are of the devil or of the evil thing. And at the same time, be careful not to be fooled into believing that something, an institution, a marriage, a business, is of God, when that institution, that religion or a portion thereof, that movement, that business, has arisen out of nothing more than some man or woman's lust for the things of the world. Be careful how you judge. Seek God. Seek God. For eyes to see.